Hi, so today's video is going to be a little bit different because it is sponsored by Temu. So what is Temu? Temu is an online shopping marketplace that offers a range of affordable products and merchandise at reduced prices. The categories for some of these products, which I do have to read off of my phone, include clothing, beauty and health, home and kitchen, sports and outdoors, appliances, tools and home improvement, pet supplies, and toys and games. Temu offers free shipping and free returns for up to 90 days, and I know that because I have used Temu, which is why I am making this video. So no, I am not getting paid to make this video, but Temu did partner with me with a credit of $120 that I was able to use on 8 items that I'm going to be testing in the theme parks later today. But if you would like to download the Temu app, either using the link in the description or my own personal code, Temu will provide you a $100 coupon bundle for free. So I got a total of 8 items from Temu that are all going to be items that I can use at a theme park. And I'm going to individually be going through these and how I intend to use them in just a minute once I take them out of the bag and prepare to use them in a theme park. Which today I'm going to be going to Epcot and Magic Kingdom to test all of these products that I'm getting out of this bag. This is the 2-in-1 foldable tableware for $1.34. This is the foldable sports water bladder for $3.44. This is the solar-powered fan cap for $7.72. This is the portable waist clip fan for $13.99. This is a fitness smartwatch for $15.99. This is a 1080p HD digital camera for $19.79. This is an instant camera for $24.38. And this is a monocular night vision device for $32.80. So all of the products have been unboxed and charged, and I'm ready to take them to the theme parks to test them out. But I have one final promotion: that if you are a new Temu user, you are able to get this night vision monocular for $5.36, and then you can get a remaining item for $1. But it is time to finally go to the theme parks to test these items out. And hello from the most magical place on earth, Walt Disney World. I'm going to Epcot. So I made it to Epcot, and I am going to Magic Kingdom a little bit later. So I'll be taking the monorail over the TTC and then the connecting monorail to Magic Kingdom. So I was parked pretty much as far away as you could possibly get from Epcot. So I'm gonna go and put on my fitness tracking watch now, as well as my hat. So this is a solar-powered fan hat. So far, this fitness watch seems to be recording my steps pretty accurately. I'm gonna figure out how accurate this is. I'm planning on walking around the World Showcase, and I wanna see on average how many steps that is and just see how accurate this ends up being. Also, this hat is not working yet, but I did test it out earlier, and it does work. It just needs to be like in direct sunlight. But I'm pretty much at Epcot just to walk around and have some food, and then I'll be heading over to Magic Kingdom more to test out like the cameras and ride a particular ride. So I wanted to turn towards the sun because the hat is definitely working right now. There's a fan that's just pointed sort of at my forehead. It's very subtle, definitely in the Florida sun right now, but it is working. So I made it in Epcot, and I want to show what the hat looks like right now when I am in the shade, and then if I head into the sun, as soon as it gets sunlight, it starts blowing air on my forehead. That's cool. Literally. This hat, if there was something that I didn't anticipate actually working like I anticipated it was going to be this hat just for the novelty of it, but it actually does work. Look at that, it just turned on again. So I made it into Epcot, and I think I want to take out one of my cameras to take a picture. So in addition to the fan hats and then the fitness watch, I have this. So this, I can clip this to my belt or my pants and essentially have an AC unit just blowing up the back of my shirt. So I'm going to be using that pretty much right now. I have this water bladder, so I'm going to fill this up with water, get some ice, and put this on my backpack, and hopefully it doesn't leak on all my other stuff. I have this little Polaroid camera that looks sort of like the Instagram logo, almost the original one. So I've already tested this, and this does work, so I'm going to be using this in just a second. I have this digital camera to take some pictures and videos, and then I have this night vision camera, so I'm going to be using this later, and then this set of utensils, which I'm going to be using this in just a minute to have some lunch because I'm starving. So I'm going to use my Polaroid camera to take a Polaroid picture of Spaceship Earth. I'm going to hold this button to turn it on the back. And what's pretty neat is that I can either take a forward-facing picture, or I can flip the camera around and take a picture of myself. There I am holding the camera, but I'm going to take a picture of Spaceship Earth. So I can take pictures and save them to the memory card that's on the camera, or I can print it out by pressing this button. So I'm going to go and take a picture right now, and it's going to print it out. And this is going to be the picture of Spaceship Earth. It was a little bit backlit, so that might not show up on camera, so I can get a little bit better of a picture here in just a minute. This is an inkless photo that's being printed out right now. Yeah, you can't see Spaceship Earth at all. All right, this should give me a little bit of a better picture here this close. I'm gonna go ahead and take the picture now. And and it's going to print it out. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, look at that. It's Spaceship Earth. See, this is just fun. That's a pretty nice picture. So I'm already just having so much fun with this, but I'm gonna take a quick selfie now. And let's see how that turned out. Should be putting out right now. There goes the monorail, and this is the picture that I took. That is so fun. This is just like a great camera to give to kids, like an affordable camera, definitely, that is entertaining me, and I'm an adult. So I'm gonna go over to connections, but I have one last quick picture to take here. Cool. I like this a lot. This is just really cute. You're able to play around with the settings of the camera, and then this does come with paper refills because it does print or scan onto paper, and they have refills included with the camera. This is like a legitimate review too, by the way. Like I'm having a fun time with this. It doesn't take a lot to like entertain me, make me happy, but this is fun. So actually, I changed my mind. I think I want to go over to the Land Pavilion to go to Sunshine Seasons, specifically because I never go over there, and I think that they're going to have some better options for my utensils that I want to use. But I get to cut across the beautiful Celebration Gardens over to the land, which is right over there. It's convenient now. Is my hat going to turn on? There it goes. It keeps sort of surprising me, just because it just keeps just blowing air on my forehead. I'm trying to think of a good place to use my little digital camera, and I might do it over here. Why not? I also need to fill up my bladder with water and ice, which I could have done back over there at Connections. I thought about meeting Figment with my little digital camera and getting a selfie, but he has concluded meeting for the day, so I might just go get a selfie with Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy back over there because I haven't even gone into the new character spot. But of course, after I have some lunch and use my really cool spoon and fork combination that I have. And again, I definitely could have eaten at Connections, but Sunshine Seasons, I just have not been here in so long. So Sunshine Seasons is actually closed. They're not serving lunch, but they are selling snacks. So what I did do is I got something that they do not have over at Connections, which is a mango parfait. So now I'm going back over to Connections to get what I was going to get anyway. I'm limiting myself a little bit just by getting foods that I can only eat with a spoon and a fork. The line's a little bit lengthier now to take a picture with the characters, so I don't know. I'll use the camera to take a picture of something, I think. And just like that, my order is ready over at Connections. That ended up being pretty good timing, and I got a little snack that I wouldn't have gotten over here. And I'm still using my little fitness watch and then my hat. So this is all working out. This is all going according to plan. So I have my food. Now I need to try to find somewhere to eat it. It's very busy in here. Since when has Connections been this busy? I can't find a seat. Already made a lap around Connections. I'm heading back to where I started. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat outside Connections. So I found a table in the shade just right outside of the Connections Cafe. And this is what I got. This is the General So chicken salad with petite kale blend, romaine, broccoli slaw, red bell pepper, mandarin oranges, edamame, crispy wontons, warm fried chicken, and General So's dressing. And then there's my mango parfait. So this are the utensil that I have to eat today. So it's a combination of a fork and a spoon. So I'm gonna use the fork on my salad and then the spoon on my parfait. And then also, I haven't used this yet. So this is my body fan that I can go and turn on. And there are multiple different levels of intensity. I'm gonna put it all the way up to 100 and put this in the back of my shirt. The back of the shirt fan feels fantastic right now. This fan is not going because I'm in the shade. So that was a piece of chicken. Now I can flip it around and have some parfait. So admittedly, that was not the best food that I've had at Disney, especially the parfait, which was particularly offensive and nasty, but I'm heading back over to Connections to go get some water. It was a little bit challenging to use both utensils at the same time versus just using one whenever it would have been convenient. And then also, there's like a little bit of, you can't really tell, but there's like some black underneath my fingernail that I was able to kind of like scrape off of the fork. So I don't know about the quality as far as that's concerned. So now for something that I'm particularly excited about is I got 2 cups and I have one filled with ice and one filled with water. And I have this, and what I'm going to do is fill this with ice and water and put it in my backpack and hope that it does not leak. This actually holds a lot more water than I anticipated. It's only about like a third of the way full, and it's sweating a little bit, but it is not leaking. So I'm putting this in my backpack and trying it out. So I think that I have it figured out. This locks it, this unlocks it. And that is ice cold water in my backpack. Ooh, this is a game changer. I want to put other stuff in here. I'm up here by test track right now, waiting to see. There we go. Sometimes I need to like prime it a little bit, like tap the fan, and then it starts running if it's facing the sun. This is also my belt fan, which does have like a percentage on there to let me know how much of a charge that it does left. So I am feeling great right now. I also just realized something about this fan that I'm a little bit embarrassed about because one side is the clip to your pants, and then the other side is the clip to hold it to your shirt so that it does blow up the back of your shirt. I was having a little bit of trouble with that, and now I know. I was doing it wrong. So now what I'm going to do is head into the World Showcase and really test out my fitness watch. I don't think I was waving at somebody, but I was not. So I cannot find the specific average of steps it takes somebody to walk around the World Showcase. By the way, I'm gonna show how this works here. So I turn it on there, and then I can clip my shirt. If I had another hand, I did it just a second ago. There we go. So I'm clipping my shirt right there, and it's just blowing up my shirt. This is the lowest setting. But it is about 1.2 miles around the World Showcase. So I'm starting my walk around the World Showcase, and this is the app that I downloaded with the fitness watch here. So today, so far, I've walked 5,334 steps and walked 2.41 miles. And if this is apparently 1.2 to 1.3 miles around the World Showcase, I want to see how accurate that is. So I'm going to go ahead and start now. I'm just going to walk along the main pathway. This is not turned on right now because I can't even flick it because the sun is that way. This is still ice cold, which is great. And then I have my pants fan, which is, it feels fantastic. See, but then if I take my hat off and then I turn it around, it starts to spin. It's very subtle. I keep surprising myself with this fan because it just slightly blows on my forehead. I've made it over to Norway, which is beautiful. The Food and Wine Festival is starting pretty soon here at Epcot, so that'll be exciting to come back for. Now I'm walking past China. I walked past somebody who just burped right in my face back there, and now I'm sad. I don't know if I've ever just walked around the World Showcase without stopping. That's the intention today. I'm just walking. No detours at all. So I think that I decided I'm going to try to save the cameras for Magic Kingdom. I've pretty much tinkered around with all the other stuff, but I have multiple cameras that I want to really use over Magic Kingdom. So I've made it halfway around the World Showcase. Spaceship Earth is back there in about like 10 minutes. Pretty much exactly 10 minutes. I've made it to Japan and I don't even have time to stop and check for Pokemon cards. Hello from Morocco. My hat is still being a little bit finicky. I still need to like prime it a little bit, even when it's like in the sun. But it has been responding pretty accurately. If I just hold it here for a minute. Come on, fan. There it goes. Something that I did not consider is that I could totally flip the hat around and have it like pointed at my neck for when I'm walking away from the sun. But the sun is setting now. Made it through France and now the UK. I have one country left and it's been about 15 minutes. And here I am, my final country before completing my walk around the showcase. The fastest I've probably ever done this. So now to head between Disney Traders and Port of Entry and see how long it took. All right, I'm walking over here, which is going to be closed for fireworks in just a minute. And it looks like it took me exactly 20 minutes to walk around the World Showcase. But how many steps and how long was the distance? Just give it a second. If it was 21 minutes, that would have been a pretty fitting number for Epcot, right? So according to this, that was about a mile around the World Showcase, which is always what I heard as like an estimate of how long it takes to get around the World Showcase. I don't know how specific the 1.2 to 1.3 mile estimate is, but that was kind of close, I think. It was closer than I like expected it to get. But now I am finally heading over to the monorail to go to Magic Kingdom. Also just to report on the water bladder in the backpack. It is not leaking, but just because of the ice, it is pretty damp in the backpack, but that's sort of to be expected, I think. I do want to see what the wait time is over here for Mickey and Friends, just really quickly, but I do want to get over to Magic Kingdom to do some stuff tonight. All right, so I decided I'm just going to go over to Magic Kingdom, despite what the wait time is, because I still want to use my camera to vlog, too, and I should probably only do that during the daytime, because I doubt that it's going to have very good video at night, so I'm just going to prioritize getting to Magic Kingdom. My pants fan is still holding strong at 80% right now. I was going to take a picture of Walt.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Cool.
Do you want me to take one of these?
No, I'm good. Cool, thank you. So I just ran over there and I took a picture of Walt instead of with Walt, and that turned out pretty good. This is going on the fridge. This might be my favorite thing that I've used so far today. That is actually a really nice picture. You could not tell that that's not actually like printed, and this is so inexpensive. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna be definitely using this at Magic Kingdom. All right, I made it to the monorail station, which one just left, so the other one should be arriving here pretty soon, I think. It is not a bad view from here, and I parked all the way in the back. And there's the monorail heading into Epcot, so it'll be at the station here in just a couple minutes. And there it is. Hopefully this is more than like a 10 to 15 minute ride over to TTC, and then another like 10 minutes over to Magic Kingdom. Right now, I'm about to pass by another monorail, and also the Toll Plaza. There it is, right there. I'm just a few minutes away. So for some reason, that took a little while to get here, but I'm here nonetheless. Heading over to the other monorail. The sun might be setting pretty soon, so I need to make sure that I get over to Magic Kingdom and start using my other camera when I still can. So I'm heading out here and then right back up the ramp. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go over to the ferry boat. I'm gonna take the ferry boat. It's currently boarding right now, so if I make it over here, I should be able to get onto the ferry boat like right now. This has never happened before. Just walking up to the ferry boat and getting onto it usually just takes forever, honestly. I always walk up as it's like leaving or when it's like way over there making its way this way. We're pulling away from the dock here in just a minute, but this is still cold. It might be a little bit windy right now, but this is my retro digital camera that I'm turning on right now. I think it's adorable. The colors that they had available for this camera specifically, so you can take pictures and video, and I'm going to be taking some HD video, 1080p. This is actually pretty entertaining. I've been like going through the different filters that this camera has, and then it has like weird little filters that you could film or presumably take pictures of somebody with these filters, and there are a lot of these. I don't think I'm going to be using any of these, but just the fact that their options is interesting, I guess. I think that's it. This is sort of a cool function with this, is that if I press this button, it flips the camera around and I can take a selfie of myself. Cool, right? And then if I power it off, it says bye-bye. So I made it to Magic Kingdom. That did not take too long, actually, to make it here from Epcot. It's because it is finally getting comfortable. I think I'm going to retire a couple of my Temu products, my pants fan here, as well as my solar-powered fan hat, because the sun isn't up anymore. This would have been cool if it like stored solar energy and then I could decide whether or not to switch it on. So let's see how this camera does, just taking a picture. So I'm gonna get centered here just right in front of the train station. Cool. Looked like I came in pretty good, I think. So I think that I'm going to switch over to this camera and start vlogging now. How is this? Is this better? Is this worse compared to what you're used to with this channel in terms of quality? The perfect time to come to Magic Kingdom to vlog. On a camera like this, it is golden hour. I'm pretty sure that this is recording in 30 frames a second, but look at Main Street. I'm definitely not going to be recording the entire time with this camera, but I'm going to vlog all the way back to Haunted Mansion. I also have to vlog this way so I can see what this looks like, and even if this sounds okay, like at all, or if it's just audio or just video and not audio, I definitely do think that this is, again, a good camera to give like kids, just as like an affordable, inexpensive alternative to a camera that this still does the job, and it does a pretty good job from what I can tell. I do wish that the vibrancy of Main Street and all of the lights came across a little bit better. I guess they actually do pretty well. It's definitely pretty facing that way. The sunset is like way over there right now, but I'm heading over to the castle to take some more pictures with my Polaroid. So this also has like different filters on it as well. So just going through all of these, I'm pretty sure that it probably prints with these two. All right, this is going to be like a silhouette picture of Walt. There it is, it's printing. See, look at that turned out. It's pretty cool, with the timestamp and everything, but actually looks like kind of vintage. So this is neat. I just hit 10,000 steps according to my fitness watch. So heading into Liberty Square right now. It is very busy tonight, and there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to see the fireworks. I also want to see what the Liberty Bell Riverboat and Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America look like. At night I was here yesterday, and I did not stay this late, so I made it back to the Haunted Mansion, and I'm going to switch over to my other camera now. So I'm writing this so I can use the final product from Temu that I have not used yet. It's a 30-minute waits. I'm using my my night vision camera. We'll see if that works. So I'm going through the graveyard over here, so I'm getting pretty close. There's a riverboat, and this is the camera that I am going to be using here in just a little bit, this nighttime vision camera. This night vision camera. This is kind of a cool angle of the mansion here in the graveyard. So I'm about to head inside the mansion, and I'm switching over to this camera now. This is my night vision camera. It says welcome, and then if I press this button right here, it switches over to night vision. So I'm leaving this stretching room right now, which I did miss having a frame rate that could handle this room. So this is what the video looks like on my regular camera, and this is what it looks like on my other camera, which is a little bit blurry, and I can't quite tell what I'm pointing it at, but I think this is going to be a pretty cool experience.
Well stocked with priceless first editions, only ghost stories told. They have all retired to the Haunted Mansion. 999 happy voices. But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you should decide to join us, final arrangements may be made at the end of the tour.
memories from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Creepies and crawlies, toads in a pond. Let there be music from regions beyond.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom. We will proceed in just a moment.
We live happily ever after. Till death do us part. Here comes the bride.
Attention for Snarl.
There you are. And there's a flashlight of darkness. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts.
So I think that I recorded on this. I'm not totally sure. It was very zoomed in and very difficult to tell where I was even pointing it. So now I'm gonna go back over to this camera because I wanna see what kind of a picture it'll take at night. So I'm putting it into picture mode and I don't really see anything, but yeah, okay, pretty much what I anticipated. So this is not that great at night, but it's pretty good during the daytime, I think. So I'm gonna switch back over to this camera because I wanna try to film the little pet cemetery over here. I wanna try to see if I can get a little bit better of a video now that I'm not in a moving ride vehicle. It's difficult to tell what I'm filming, honestly, but back over there is the Mr. Toad statue. I'm also not even sure if I recorded audio with this or if this recorded audio, so I recorded audio on my phone and maybe I used that, but if this had audio, I would use the audio from this camera. So the fireworks are about to start in less than 10 minutes. I was thinking about going over to Peter Pan's flight, but I do want to try to make it back to Epcot before the fireworks, so I have one more stop to make this evening to get a little snack, and that is to go over to Aloha Isle and get a Dole Whip. So I was going to get a Dole Whip, which is why I'm in Adventureland, but I think I'm going to go to Main Street and get ice cream over there. So the fireworks should be starting in just a few seconds. The lights on the castle, there they are. Here's the question, am I going to even be able to make it over to the ice cream parlor from where I am? Probably not. There are the fireworks. Oh my god, this is chaos. I don't think that I could have bought anything from Temu that would save me from this. Could I go to Casey's Corner? Nah, I want to get a Main Street ice cream. So I tried to cross over here, but I don't think that that is possible. I just wanted an ice cream. I used my Temu spoon. So I think that I have to admit defeat that I'm not going to be able to eat ice cream tonight. It's just so crowded. It's all the way back here, just packed with people. So I did record a little bit on this camera that I might use for the outro for the video, I don't really know. And then I want to use this really quickly to get one more picture, just to see how this turns out. Okay, let's bring it out right now. It would be cool if this was in color, but I understand why it can't be. This is probably my favorite purchase that I got from Temu. Just look at how well this turned out. This is why it's a pretty good idea to leave before the fireworks conclude. Firework finale is happening pretty much right now. way over there. So we are crawling towards the monorail station right now. All 3 monorails were just in the station. I don't think that I'm going to be making the Epcot monorail before that departs, unfortunately, so I'll have to wait for the next one. Well, that's unnecessary. The doors are supposed to open that way, so I can go get on the Epcot monorail, but they opened up on this way, which is the loading side. I'm almost back to my car. I just have to wait for the Epcot monorail to arrive and then walk all the way back to my car. Look at that. They opened up the doors for like these cars and these cars, but not the center of the monorail, which exited that way, which is the way that I had to go, and then come back up the ramp, which is not a huge problem, but it was unfortunate. I can hear the electrical water pageant over there, but that did not take long at all. That's great. Just passed back past the Magic Kingdom Toll Plaza entrance, and I am pretty glad that I decided to leave when I did, even though I didn't get my ice cream and get to use my spoon one more time. So I'm back at Epcot, and the fireworks here just concluded too. That's beautiful, right? So I might have a bit of a part exit to try to fight through to make my way out of Epcot, but it's probably better than Magic Kingdom. That's where I just was in Connections Eatery down there earlier. Not just was, several hours ago. This is my first time getting to see this from the monorail. That's pretty cool. This does look like a cool area, and I'm sure that it's going to be great now that it's like actually getting a little bit cooler outside. Like Communicore Hall, Communicore Plaza, it actually is a pretty cool little area. I think this has been a pretty long day, but I am so happy that I had the opportunity to do this with all of these like fun little knickknacks from Temu. So I've made it off of the monorail, and I'm going all the way back down here, all the way down to the parking lot. Tonight was a lot of fun though. This was a very unique park experience that I had tonight. So of the products that I got from Temu, what was the most worth it, I think, was the little Polaroid camera. I had so much fun using that, and I think that the quality ended up turning out fantastic. I don't know about the quality of the digital camera or the night vision camera because I haven't edited the video yet, but those were also fun. The fans, I think that those ended up being the most not worth it, especially the hat fan. It was very subtle, and it was only with solar power, so it wasn't the entire time that I was even wearing the hat that I even felt a little bit of like that breeze very subtly on my forehead. The pants fan, that was fine, although it occasionally got unclipped. So, and then the fork and the spoon, probably the most not worth it, just in the sense of being questionable, I think, where whatever I like scraped off of the fork is still underneath my fingernail. And then what else did I use? The water bladder, that ended up working out great. It did get the inside of my backpack wet a little bit, but it still worked, and I'm definitely gonna be using that again. And then what else did I use? Oh, the little the fitness watch. That was great too. I ended up walking like 14,000 to 15,000 steps. So ultimately I had a great day at the parks today. So thank you to Temu for partnering with me on this video. I had fun. Make sure you check out the description for the links and the discount codes. And I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you supporting me. I will see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.